Okay, so I'm in the middle of telling a story here, behind the scenes. So I want to do a quick video for that behind the scenes thing. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it might not make sense to you, but I'll explain it anyway. So basically, what's going on here is I'm telling a story, but I'm telling these stories. You gotta understand that the clues are put there by evil and good. So I have to weed my way through the story that I'm being told and try to identify whether it's real or not. And by the time I got to this portion up here, I realized that evil's trying to manipulate me into saying that Jaden's dead and that that I have to clone her. That she killed Sean. But when I got to the last song, I realized that all the videos that I'm going to talk about are evil's videos. So they're all evil's videos as their way of trying to cause more shit than good. It's just frustrating. 'Cause, I've already lost favoritism with her because of some lies that evil guys made me tell a long time ago. A couple letters I wrote to the community, and plus my Facebook postings. So now when you're watching this video, I'm pretty certain she's probably going to think that too. It's like, what the hell, man? I didn't die. Why is he saying I'm dead? Why is he saying that you killed me with your 10-inch cock? Because you don't have a 10-inch cock. Where the hell did you get all this information from? I didn't do anal with him. I didn't kill Sean. So I could just picture her freaking out at home, seeing that story that I'm telling and getting pissed off again. And it's evil getting me to tell that story. So it started from here, this dying trailer. Because he creates a number 9. So for me, I just took that as number 9 because she's always on cloud 9. So I played her video because that's her, and then I played this one because it's about cloning her. This particular one here has a scene about cloning. What did he say there? A human was cloned. That human was you. So it's a representation of her being cloned. If we cloned somebody, they would come back like that girl over there talking, because the soul has all the memories and mannerisms of who we are as an adult. So if we pass away as an adult, and you brought them back as a clone through a birth way where you just put the egg back into the woman and she gives birth to a baby, that baby would come out talking and walking almost. Once it gets strong enough legs, the baby can walk and talk. So that's what the Baby Boss is about. It's about her coming back as a baby to be the boss of all creation. Although the suit and tie thing, that's just, I used to wear suit and ties all the time, and that's why I theorized that she had a crush on the suit and tie. This one here was about one of these things is not like the other. Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, I promise that she'll never find another like me. So when she says baby doll, it's a representation of like a literal baby with a term of endearment attached to it. Like calling Jaden, hey baby, literally baby, they say a doll, right? So that's what the song was about. So I connected that part there. And then I connected to this factor scene here. So he goes and visits his ex-girlfriend. She gets mad at him, slaps him on the face, and you can hear a baby crying in the background. That's a representation of Jaden becoming pregnant with the baby that I'm going to let her have. But I used that particular scene where she slapped him across the face as me going there to get some DNA to harvest her DNA so I can see if she's really who she says she is. So then I put on a Jurassic Park here to make people understand about cloning process. And then I put on he was talking about dinosaurs here, so then I put on this dinosaur movie 65. And then I put on Execute Order 66, which is about, in the event that she is not who she says she is, and I get the DNA, and then have to resurrect her through a clone. Well, then that's what Order 66 actually means, and it's connected to that there. I mean, give me some DNA so I could, clone Jaden to see if she's in this universe. It doesn't necessarily mean that, she'll wake up. Like that lady could, we could put the baby in the lady, but the baby could come out stillborn because it's very complex. Like the soul that's floating around this universe, it has to be, um, the soul has to be in this universe. If they went to a different universe and put that soul somewhere else, we'd have to clone her. And each of those universes have 8 different pregnancies, and whichever one came out, walking and talking would be the real deal. So it's not as easy as just cloning somebody here when the evil's in control. So then I put on this bring me to life. It's about bringing her back to life. This here is her. This guy's name is over here. His name is Danny. Um, Danny D. Okay, that's his name. And if you look him up on X videos or whatever you guys use your Pornhub or whatever, and you look on this arm here, he's got the name Chelsea on his arm. Well, that's one of Jaden's sisters, Chelsea. So because he has a 10-inch lower horn, and the name Chelsea's on there, that's where I proposed the theory that Jaden must have got, unalived by Sean, who must have a 10-inch, lower horn, because he would have gave her a big old climax, and that would have been the end of her. So, in that thing, he's talking about hitting it out in a park, so I put on Major League. This guy over here, he just happens to be wearing number 10, which is the same size as, Danny D's penis. So then I put Mariana's Trench by now because there's a particular lyric in there about, I'm 7 inches tall and you can keep the apartment. Meaning, my penis is 7 inches tall and you can keep the apartment. So it subliminally has like a connection to, possibly being my penis not being big enough, right? But that's, if she's not who she says she is, it may not be about that. It's just about, trying to derail the situation. However, if she is the mother, she may not be able to die. That's where I'm getting to. So if she's unable to die, and he has a 10-inch penis, and she's having these wonderful climaxes that I can't give her because I'm short 1 inch to be able to do that, she may want to stay in that relationship as opposed to, exiting and, getting with me. So that could be another reason why, like, she chooses to stay, because not only is it the baby, but it's already the sex, right? That she's not dying, because as the female creator, I don't think we would have created her to die. She'd have a soul like mine. Like, my soul is special. Like, to keep her alive, all we would have to do is put her soul into or her consciousness would have been in the cork, as opposed to the atom. Because if your consciousness is in the atom, that's where you can die by having a climax, big old climax, or regular climax. However, if you're like me and her, which my soul is in the or my consciousness is in the cork, I can't die because they can't teleport, something down here to try to knock me out. So that's how I've been able to stay alive. So it's theoretically possible that she does have that the same protection mechanism. So Mariana's Trench is by now is about me just grab my things, say goodbye, to her. Sometimes the ones you want is not the one you need. That's what they that's what he says. That there's sometimes the one you want is not the one you need. Meaning yeah, I want Jaden, but I guess I don't need her, right? Because I got the damn what do they call it? Miss Universe contest going on, right? So as opposed, for her it'd be like, sometimes the one you want, if she did have this thing for me, sometimes the one you want, I had a crush on the guy a long time ago, but I grew out of it, but I met Sean. Sometimes the one you want is not the one you need, because this guy, I'm in love with the guy. We have a family together, and plus he has a 10-inch penis. So, then I talk about anal sex. If she's, who she says she is, and she's Jaden, I don't think she would do that with something that size. So I don't think that they've done that, but I still realize that that's what they did in my show. And then I did this right here. It's about what I tried to describe what death looks like. This here is about just dying in your arms. Daenerys, right? The dude looks like a lady. And then Pray for the Left. But this one here is where everything just came full circle. It's like I forget what she says on there. Oh, late at night when all the world's sleeping, I stay up and think of you. So almost like the first lyric is like, late at night when all the world's sleeping, I stay up and think of you. Meaning, if I've killed the entire world, like I've theorized before by you know um, um, climaxing the high on the meth. Particularly with Mother's clone spirit in the brain, it's theoretically possible that I could have hurt people, and then they'd be climaxing themselves to death over the next couple of days or weeks, and everybody be gone. And by the time you watch this, Jade, it'd probably just be me and you on planet Earth, who are two humans that are alive, and everyone else is just a bunch of imposters. So when you hear that on their world, that's what that means. And what am I supposed to make of it, man? I don't know. So, but that's just one of many clues. So I was like, late at night when all the world is sleeping, I stay up and think of you. So the only way that this girl could stay up and think of me is if she is alive. But how would she survive an orgasm apocalypse when you get all your souls shocked with electricity? Like the atoms, right? And they teleported a bunch of people down here. Well, if her consciousness is in the cork, that she has a little bit of protection. And that means that she wouldn't die, by climaxing. Which is why if Sean does have that larger lower horn, she can't die by having a big old climax because she has that protection. So the other song we did look at is it's a Champagne Supernova. It's a champagne. Come on. Champagne Supernova. So, how many special people change? How many lives are living strange? So right off the bat, I was like, how many lives are living strange out there? If the whole world is strange, only you guys know that, right? Where were you? Well, we were getting high. That's about me getting high, right? There it is. So wake up the dog and ask her why. A dreamer dreams, she never dies. So if I climax her with her spirit in the brain connected to dopamine, basically electricity would have flowed down my spinal cord and it could have shocked all your souls to death or drained its electromagnetic energy enough so that when you have your climax, evil's up top and they're just teleporting souls down here, slowly replacing you guys. So that means you're a bunch of dreamers. However, Jaden never dies, so wake up the dawn and ask her why. Why the whole world's asleep while she stays up and thinks of me. That's what it's connected to. A dreamer dreams, but Jaden never dies. But that tear away now from your eyes. So, every time that they try to pull this crap on me, I always revert to this song. And once more, I have to do it again for you, evil man. Every time you try to manipulate me into thinking that she's dead, I always come back to this song to make you look like a bunch of fools, man. So just quit with the nonsense already, man. It drives you nowhere. So anyhow, because, guys, people belly, they're gonna get away from the summer. Anyhow, that's the risk we gotta take, right? I'm gambling. The black hole come here and get us, but I believe who I say I am. If it ain't, oh well. See you guys in another 1,000 lives, I guess. So that's the complexities that I'm trying to tell a story here. So when you guys watch this behind the scenes, at some point in time, you'll have a better explanation of why. But if you're watching it on YouTube, at least you got another story to listen to. Um, and how I know that, she can't die because they need her to create that black hole. That's why she can't die. Probably what is it? How do I put it? They wouldn't want to get rid of her because she's like a weapon, right? So they need her to create the black hole. So that's just evidence that she can't die. So anyhow, but who's to say that, after the baby comes, that they don't come here and abduct her, get her out of here, so that I have a hard time trying to get with her? And if that's the case, then yeah, I'd have to go still look around, do my due diligence to make sure that, Jada wasn't abducted and deatomized and just to make my life a little bit, more difficult, because that could be the reason why. Like, I have a family. Oh, plus, yeah, he has a nice, nice Peter's head. I like staying there. So, it was just a passing phase with you. I went through, there could be any myriad of explanations, but, how do I know that I'm dealing with the real McCoy? So, it's not a personal change. It's just, what I do is very difficult. So, all I'm saying is I'm still going to have to go out there and search for, that single electron out there just to make sure that, I don't break somebody's heart. And I get that from, the Fifth Element. Because in the Fifth Element, Lilu has to be brought back to life through cloning. In order to destroy evil, so that Bruce Willis and her can combine the elements to get rid of evil. So, which is metaphorical for me cloning, I guess, her, finding her and bringing her back to life, which is counterproductive to this theory here. Where she never dies, right? So, where the hell did I lose that? Right there. So, I dream a dream, she never dies. Wipe that theory from your eyes. So, if she could never die from a regular orgasm or from me using the crystal meth, because the champagne part is it's connected to wine. And wine is connected to somebody I know that set me up one time. So there's a connection to that, meaning she can never die from me having the climax on crystal meth or champagne. It means is what it means. And that's also about grandmother. For you bad guys out there, it's not always about Jade. It's also about grandmother. I was like, she can't die, man, where she's at. So they keep trying to get me to harm her, but it's not going to happen. So, so anyhow, I have a bunch more videos on my shorts. I was talking about that won't make sense. So I'll do more a more elaborate video later on the stuff I learned. They were trying to get me to say that with the entire world being gone, that my only option was to get with a kid, like a child, right, and let them grow up. So if that's the case, because we're talking about Miss Universe contest, and if I killed the world and all of my contestants are dead and unalive, I can't carry on with the Miss Universe contest because none of you are who you say you are. So therefore, I'd have to if Jada doesn't want to get with me because she's too in love with Sean, my only option is to turn to the kids who are who are alive, who haven't had a climax, because that's the only way they could enter into our souls. So that's way the hell down here somewhere. they had me telling that damn story. So I just sloughed it off and said, screw that, man. I'm not gonna fall for that. But I just to, I show you that, I have to analyze things on all different levels to make sure that I don't make a mistake, because that could be a mistake. I may end up with, just choosing somebody randomly, and they may not be who they say they are. So, where did that one go? Where is the Maze Runner? So the Maze Runner, the Death Cure. In the event that I have destroyed the entire planet, the only two people who are alive on planet Earth are me and her, plus paraplegics and all the children who haven't climaxed yet. Well, then, how the hell am I supposed to get out of here? Because I need to marry somebody. And if my Miss Universe contestants are not who they say they are, then the Death Cure does make sense from that point of view. It's like, it's the children, like this little girl here, right? Or this one here, right? 7-year-old, which is connected to 7 years, Lucas Graham, which is basically about, what do you say? Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me to make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. I gotta make some friends out there, possibly, with these younger kids who haven't had a climax yet. Wait for them to grow up. And maybe, make them one of the new creators. And that's what, where's that one going on? I forget which one that was, though. No, I'm gonna have to pull it right there. Mowgli. So if you watch Mowgli, there's a tiger on there, and he walks up to Mowgli and says, "My, how you've grown." I could never figure it out what it meant, but it's kind of coincides with this story here about meeting a bunch of friends or kids as part of a new Miss Universe contest. Wait for them to grow up, and then say, "My, how you've grown." So I'm just letting you know that in case that's the evil's backup plan to keep me down, it's not gonna work. I got a plan for everything, man. I'll just marry one of the kids when they grow up, man, when they hit 21 or 23, 32, I mean. So that's worst case scenario. The entire world's gone, except with the exception of me and her and the paraplegics and the children who haven't climaxed yet. And my escape plan, involves marrying one of the kids. Unless they de-atomized Jaden or Sherry or Leia. Because those three are at the top. They're the three creators plus Minogue Man. There's 4 of them. So I could clone one of them, or if I could get a message over to the parallel universe and bring my spaceships here, perhaps I might be able to find my soulmate. Because again, how do I know that they're not just using these kids as a way to get me to buy my soul to somebody who's not really the creator, but the creator's out there somewhere else floating around. So anyhow, that's a plan. It's either correct or it's incorrect. Because again, they could be just getting me to say that story because they want me to look, stupid to the world. Because you could be watching this right now saying, "I'm still here. I didn't die by orgasm. What the hell are you talking about? The entire planet's dead for." Because then it makes me look bad. So the stories I'm telling here, evil has a hand in trying to manipulate the situation. Oh, this is a good one here. This spiral anomaly? Or this spiral anomaly over the sky? That's made in a Hollywood basement. The reason they created this damn thing is to try to scare me into saving the day from a perceived threat of a black hole. That fucking thing's not real, man. You guys know you made that in a goddamn Hollywood basement, man. And that's what Californication's real. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. So if you look at these this thing here, the region cut, that's not real, man. everybody's in on it. The news reporters, everyone that, even you know, the people that report on it, they're all in on it, man. So, this year, we're on the map as Norway, top of the world. So these guys here, if you watch the video, they do a particular skit where they fake the moon landing. So when you tie that into the spiral light, it means it's fake. So I had a lot more evidence other than that. I forget where this went to, but sometimes I get so far ahead of myself. Oh, there it is there. So where's the top here? So yeah. So this guy here, if you look up here, let's play it real quick. So I put this on because I like the way he thinks here. The way he analyzes it, he's like 10, 15 moves in with his brain without even, he's moving pieces on the board using his brain power to win the game. Over here, though, it says Norway, chess. So Norway means, the spiral lights over Norway. Because it's he's the number 2 chess player in the world. It means like to take a number 2 crap or a shit, like meaning Norway spiral lights. That's a bunch of bullshit. But then you take the chess thing, right? Where did it go here? Where so you take the Deep Blue Kasparov, how a computer beat chess player means they used that fake black hole to beat me in the past life. Meaning, it's like a fear tactic, but make me think that that black hole can be created by CERN. When in fact, no, they didn't create it, man. So that's how they got me at previous times. I would imagine. What they got me to do is release the book. And, everyone does their part. They come over here, pretend to be people they're not, and get rid of everybody. So anyhow, but because there's an association with Deep Blue, like the movie with sharks. So, Deep Blue Sea. That Deep Blue Sea, it's connected to spiral lights all over the place. Spiral lights. These ones right here, there's like spiral light, blue lights, right? So Deep Blue Sea. So, those there are kind of the same similar thing as Norway, but they say it's missile fuel or something. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is. I just so the Deep Blue Sea has how do they call that? The sharks are digital. They're not real. They're computer generated. So because the Deep Blue Sea is connected to the Deep Blue to computer, and I'm telling you that AI is in control of creation. I know that the AI got somebody to fabricate the video down here to put on the news channels to trick me into thinking that a black hole can be created from CERN. When in fact, that's not the case. The case is that mother could create a black hole if she becomes pregnant, but seeing as I'm the alpha and the omega, that can't happen.